What's up, guys? It is Maxwell bringing you guys the next CWL highlight video, and today we're finally catching up because last night the war ended against Kansha, our first placement matchup, and as you can see, a very convincing victory here, 132-122. GG's and respect, of course, to Kansha. Awesome war for us, that's for sure. I think they did not quite perform to the standard that they would have liked to, but there's of course nothing we can do about that. I'm going to enlighten you guys on the stats. As you can see, they got a couple of 11 versus 11 triples here. Actually, they got 2. However, we actually got 3. Hugo right here, then me, and Hugo again. So 3 11 versus 11 triples for Wales, 2 for Kansha, and we're going to be checking out all of those. It's actually going to be a long video today, guys. I haven't been doing any really long recaps recently, but this war was a 45 versus 45, as you can see, and such an awesome war from us that I want to make a little bit longer video again. We're going to have 14 attacks actually, 3 11 versus 11s, then we're gonna have 1 10v11, we're gonna have 8 10v10s that we're gonna be watching, and then 3 9v9s. So yeah, I already said it, 3-2 in the 11 versus 11 count. Then we had 12 10v10 triples, they only had 4. And 9v9 we had 72% hit rate, they had 52, so yeah, some struggles. And 10v11 we went 4 for 7, 10v11, and they went 1 for 6. Alright, so let's jump right in, guys, with the very first attack, and we've got Hugo, of course, for this one coming in, and the second one is going to be quite funny. Hugo for this one coming in. Interesting base with a hole in the middle there, so it's definitely something to take advantage of, and he did that beautifully. Lures out the CC here, starts a little bit of a queen walk, and as you guys will see in a minute, this hole in the base is actually really going to cost this defender here from Kansha, because Hugo is actually gonna have 2 swag spells for this attack. So yeah, the queen charge goes in, the wall breakers come in. He of course already triggered the double mini bomb there with the Tesla. The rage spell, such a good rage spell because it actually helps him go through the enemy queen as well. Has to pop the ability nevertheless because it's just too much damage coming in. And then we're gonna see some funny action soon at the top. As soon as he knows that he's good to go with his queen, he's gonna start his kill squad consisting of King, Warden and 10 bowlers over at the top here. And yeah, gonna be dropping a rage spell in that compartment, as well as the Warden ability, and the bowlers are pretty much gonna smash everything in that area. So Queen is good to go at this point. She's on the town hall. Of course he does not want her to die, so he's gonna keep an eye on her. But now he goes in with the rage spell, the King, the bowlers, King ability, and then the Warden's ability. So everything over there gets smashed. He even gets some nice bowler bounces over the eagle, I believe, over the clan castle to the eagle. And the eagle also goes down due to that. I don't think he even planned for that, but definitely nice. And then there's just some hawks through the middle here. Of course he's got 13 hawks of his own right, and then he's got 7 in the clan castle, and yeah, they're making their way through. And as you can see, a rage spell and heal spell in the back, as well as his ice wizard that he likes to keep. Yeah, and 2 swag spells, so this base absolutely smashed. We're not gonna take that close of a look at his second attack because he kind of messed up in that one and it somehow still end up tripling. But we are gonna be checking out yours truly on base number 2, coming home from holiday and dropping the 11 versus 11 triple, and then I dipped with my second attack. This one the cleanup of Red 5, who had a couple of small mistakes in his execution, and it was I don't want to say it was easy, but yeah, I made a couple of tweaks. For example, he had P.E.K.K.A. I didn't bring any P.E.K.K.A. The wizard trade here for this mortar. Shout out to Chris for that, who actually spotted that for me with that nice little trade there. Queen was pathing a little bit different than Red 5's, although I actually think I dropped her in the same spot. Whatever. She's gonna be making her way down. Then it's my favorite 11 versus 11 3-star strategy. Again, of course, like Queen Walk into the Bewitch attack. Really strong, especially against single Inferno Towers, of course. So yeah, coming in with the Giant, I tried to wait a little bit for that Mortar Shell to land before I was gonna drop my Witches and Bolas. Jump spell going in, the single Inferno, really scary, so I just decided to pop the Queen ability there. A little bit prematurely maybe, but yeah, rather safe than sorry, because Red 5 actually lost his Queen there. I forgot to drop Bolas actually at the bottom with my Witches. At some point in the attack I was wondering, why don't I have Bolas with that? But looks like I actually forgot to drop the Bolas. Well, that happened. I guess I had more Bolas in the core who were like smashing it throughout that Rage spell, heal spell. At this point, it's of course already over, because take a look like what's gonna stop this attack at this point. Nothing is, because the Bolas are doing work, the Queen's still doing work. They're taking out the last Expo, second to last Expo actually, there it goes. And yeah, the Queen is going to go down to the cannons here, I believe. But no worries. She's done enough work with the healers and Bolas. There's not gonna be anything stopping this attack. So yeah, another nice 11 versus 11 triple for me. Back-to-back wars now with 11 versus 11 triples. So that's definitely quite fun. And yeah, we're gonna be checking out the 30-11 re-11 triple as well by Hugo. But as I said, he sort of messed up in this one. You gotta watch the very beginning of the Lalo. The kill squad is actually pretty sexy, so I will still want to highlight this attack. Yeah, the Lalo is gonna be quite funny. So he starts off with the Bowler Bounce there. Interesting mortar location, that's for sure. In comes the Golem from the Clan Castle. Guess just like the easiest troop to bring in the Clan Castle. He still has the Queen, of course. There she comes. She's going to be making her way into the middle as well. Queen going in, King Bolas behind the Golem. Single targeting Inferno Tower. But I guess he just was like, yeah, well, the Golem is going to be able to soak up some more stuff than Giants would. The Clan Castle embedded sort of deep in the base here, actually. So it's very important for the kill squad to stay healthy. And for the Queen to be able to take out this dragon, of course. So that's what she's going to be doing. And now, guys, soon you'll see he wants to drop minions and drops 2 haste spells, actually. So he's got 4 haste, and there we go, 2. Check out those haste spells. Anno's probably gonna comment shit glitz once again in the below this video, but somehow it still ended up tripling, so I'm gonna fast forward through it. The Queen actually being the true hero that she is inside this attack. Taking out the final defenses here, so yeah, not the cleanest with those couple of flopped haste spells, but still ends up being a triple. I heard York was on voice chat with him. I heard it was quite hilarious on voice when that happened. But yeah, we're gonna highlight, guys, probably in my opinion, one of the best Tower 10s in the game at this point, because he's so versatile, he can do it all. And King WW, aka Matzi, for this one, he dropped a 4-pack once again, fresh, inside this war, which is of course so valuable. I mean, 10v11 with these bases here that are sort of like hybrid bases, sort of a little bit anti-2 with the Town Hall in the middle of the base to make it tougher to 2-star. We actually, I think we failed on this one. I think it's a cleanup. But anyway, so Matzi with the 4-pack, so valuable, as I said. We are sort of rotating 10v11 hitters these days, because everybody of course wants to do 10v10. But he coming in so clutch with the 4-pack once again, very well done to him. WFD2 Matzi. Yeah, definitely really nice stuff. His second attack was actually maybe even better than this one, but that one is that was one of the bases that actually got tripled, so I didn't want to show you guys 2 attacks on one base. That's sort of awkward if you have a really awesome 10v11 hit and then later the base gets tripled. So yeah, I don't really know how to go about that. But anyways, he's coming in right here with the jump spell on the outside, a double jump actually for this one. Of course, these hybrid style bases, they give you a couple more options than the strictly anti 2-star ones. A rage spell goes in there, poison spell. One is being dropped for the enemy queen, the second one of course to kill the defensive balloon, and the bowlers are going to be smashing the town hall. Queen of course suicided in the beginning since he knew it is a lava hound, and he's going to be wrapping up the final percentage points needed over here, and never really even close. One baby dragon also coming in on the back end, and it's going to be a very nice 56% 2-star for Matzi and WFD to him. So up next we're starting off with the 10v10 now. We've got Red 6 aka Jojo of course. For this one he is boiler bouncing some gold mines in the very beginning. So we had this one. Boiler bouncing some gold mines. That of course mainly to create some pathing / the funnel. Sometimes of course see that in these Suilalo attacks where the guys use a bowler or two just to be able to funnel a little bit easier. That suicide value was pretty crazy. Check it out guys, all the work that the queen is gonna be able to do right here. And that's also something that he said actually after this attack, like crazy suicide value. He even almost gets the single targeting Inferno Tower, which I think he didn't really plan for, but the queen severely weakens it. So yeah, that was really nice of course. And from that point on it's just Lalo, like Suicide Lalo, Yo-Yo of course, with probably one of the best Lalo skills in the game. Coming in for this one with the 2 rage spells, 1 heal and then 5 hastes. Nothing really gonna be able to stop him. Very beneficial that he only had to use 1 skeleton spell for the queen, since he was able to bait her there with this Lovel's trick up towards his queen, which then yeah took her out. So really nice Lalo smashing its way throughout the base, and that's gonna be the triple on this one. So really nice job to Yo-Yo. Yeah, single Inferno gonna go, and that's gonna be about it. We see so much variety now at Town 10. It has almost become like the old, very hard 9v9, where like not all the clans actually cleared the 9s. I feel like that's sort of that's maybe, I think that's before I really got to the competitive war scene. It's maybe like 1.5, 2 years ago, probably. I feel like that's where we're at with Town 10 now, so if that trend continues, it's maybe very predictable to see like when Town 12 is gonna come out, or like how things are gonna progress, because it definitely looks familiar. Like every clan that is really, really good, well, it's not very many that are really, really good right now, but all the super good clans are pretty much clearing the Town 10s these days, with like not too many dips. So I think that's really cool. I think the meta, the way it changed, like of course there was a big outcry with the Inferno Towers being the way they are now, but it definitely changes something. It changes for the videos, of course, because we get like some more content, 10v10, more variety, more 11 vs 11 content, and then maybe it was like just due for like a change, because maybe it just got too boring. We didn't realize. Of course, a lot of people always retire. So I don't know. I'm sort of torn still, but I think it's interesting for sure. I mean, of course, nothing we're gonna be able to do about it. I already said it in one of my past videos. Like Supercell is not gonna make a 180-degree switch now and go back to two Inferno Towers blocking the healing. They like wouldn't do that. It just makes no sense. But it's interesting, so we're gonna have to deal with it anyways. And I gotta say it's fun so far. Like the gap may be getting a bit bigger, as you guys saw in this war with the 11-star differential. That probably wouldn't have happened in the old meta. But I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about this meta, and maybe making the gaps between clans even bigger. It's definitely interesting to me. And as you guys think about that, we are of course watching a beautiful Queen Ho here by Leo for the 10 versus 10 triple on a completely maxed out base. So yeah, very nice job to Leo for getting that accomplished. Very nice to watch the Queen Ho's at turn 10. Snip would be proud. We're moving down 1 to Grey Worm, who also took out a maxed out base here with Queen Charge Lalo actually. We haven't seen Queen Charge Lalo all that much recently in my videos, but this war we actually had 2 Queen Charge Lalo triples. Like prior to the update, it seemed to me like Queen Charge Lalo was like in some wars almost the majority of the 10v10 triples. And now we're not seeing it all that much anymore, but on this side, this one, we had a couple of Queen Charge Lalo triples, definitely gotta be showing one of them. As I said in past videos, I'm going to try to avoid like doubling attacks, like for example if we have 2 Queen Charge Lalo triples, like in this case I'm only gonna show one of those. If we have 2 Suicide Lalos, I'm most likely gonna show the one on the higher base and just skip the other one. Just so it doesn't like get boring for you guys to watch the same attack over and over again, like back in the previous meta when we only had like some wars only Sui Lalo and Queen Charge Lalo tripling, so we would watch like 3 Sui Lalos and 4 Queen Charge Lalos. I feel like that got boring at some point, so it's definitely nice to be able to like switch it up a little bit and get different attack strategy in every single attack. I think that's really dope actually. Definitely something I love about this new meta, that I get like so many choices and so much variety. So yeah, I hope you guys are cool with this approach. I think it makes a lot of sense. So I'll be continuing with that trend as we of course watch Grey Worm with a beautiful Queen Charge here. Another Rage Spell gets dropped, definitely very much needed. Queen almost dies there, but the ground targeting Expo goes down just in time. The air skellies get taken out, so extra cool value there. Already starts in with the Lalo as the Queen is still helping out with these air defenses and all the air targeting buildings of course. 2 Rage Spells left in the bag, so maybe we're gonna see one more on the Queen. Other than that, he's gonna have more than enough spells left for his Lalo. 1 haste spell right there, and then probably 1 rage spell for this Inferno Tower. We'll see. Lavahound still tanking, is now going to attempt to float out in front. Not quite gonna do it yet. There we go, now the Lavahound is in front. Some balloons left, but the Queen of course still going, so she's gonna be able to help out. What's he gonna do with the rage spell? There we go, rage spell gets dropped. Not very many loons left, but they are enough to overwhelm these last defenses. And yeah, this weird pathway in the middle of the base, Grey Worm taking advantage and smashing it. Very nice. We've got Sky Gamer for this next one coming in. Sky also dropping a 10v10 triple, so really nice job to Sky with the bowler bounce onto the Tesla. Yeah, it's always quite fun when you can bowler bounce these Teslas. Sky is going to be doing Suicide Queen Valkyries with the King, and then quite a massive Hawk Assault. Also eliminates a couple of point defenses here, as well as of course he does create some pathing baby dragon coming in. Not quite sure what that's for. Oh, okay. I guess to just further improve the funnel. Make his troops go straight towards the enemy Queen. 8 Valkyries coming in. The rage spell is there as well. Nice focus by the single targeting Inferno Tower. Does not focus the King. Ground skellies get taken out. The Queen is down. Very smooth kill squad here by Sky. Maybe even sort of overextended a little bit with the 8 Valkyries. Maybe didn't even need that many. But who knows, we'll never find out. He's dropped his Clan Castle Hawks as well as all the other Hawks. Now it's of course all about getting that nice Hawk pathing around the base going. Enemy King still alive, but he has the poison spell down to sort of slow him down, as well as help out with any ground skeletons popping in that area. Hawks, as I said, making their way through. One more heal spell left, which he's most likely going to be dropping for this bomb tower. Once again, guys, I'm only catching up. I arrived back home for the last 6 hours of this war. Went on 11 vs 11 tripled, dipped a bit later, and so I didn't get to watch all the triples actually. I sort of missed the first like 8 triples or something. So yeah, Sky has the miner for cleanup. That's actually something that I think he wasn't doing that long ago, but then we planned one attack together, and I told him, man, always bring the miner for cleanup with the hawk attacks. It's so OP, and he really liked that thought, and I guess he's doing it now. So really nice. That's always so good, like with voice chat, when you are together in a big clan where you can benefit off each other. Like I benefit a lot as well, of course. And sometimes you're just able to give that one useful tip that avoids the time fail or whatever. So yes, up next we've got Richard coming in. And Richard is smashing it with the Suilalo again. We already saw one Suilalo, guys, I know, by Yo-Yo. But Richard has performed so awesome. 6-packing, I think, in this one. Let me confirm. Yeah, he's 6-packed for sure. That I definitely need to show his attacks. Or one of his attacks as well. So great job to Richard. Dropping the 6-pack. Having some fun in Wales. Of course, really good timing for all the Spartans Legacy guys. Because the Kansha war, being one day earlier, has been enabling them to focus fully on the Warwaids war. Now today, focus fully on the Spartans Legacy war. So for that matter, it's really good that we matched Kansha for the first placement match. Of course, it's not always going to be like that for the next upcoming weeks, but for week 1 of the placement matches, definitely really awesome. So yeah, Richard smashing his way through outer space with the Suilalo for this one, guys. Actually not going to be watching the cleanup. Then we've got 19, Jason the Doctor, who is actually sort of converted from his Witch Slab specialties to this attack strategy now that he likes to use a lot. It is, of course, go boho with 2 golems. Most of the time I see, I think he 6-packed last war with this attack strategy, and I think he 6-packed this war as well, not quite sure. But he's definitely smashing it with this attack strategy. Yeah, the very big kill squad, he likes that, taking care of a bunch of value. Houndloon CC in this one, I don't even know if this was a fresh hit, I would have to check. But the Queen in the core would lead me to believe that it's maybe a fresh hit. But we'll see. So yeah, the Lava Hound and the Loon do get taken out eventually. Hawks are coming in now, he's got 1 poison spell left, he's got 3 heal spells for his Hawks. That's what we of course most commonly see now with the 1 jump spell and 1 rage spell most of the time for the kill squad. Single Inferno locked on Queen there, so has to pop the ability. The Queen helps out with the Expo. Queen also takes out the Single Inferno actually. 2nd heal spell down and not much base left now, so he's gonna be able to heal through that. Queen still doing work, making her way through the wall now, but she's gonna grab another Wizard Tower it looks like, and if she doesn't, then at least like 1 more gold storage, which definitely helps out with cleanup as well. Queen actually taking the Expo there. Also Jason has the miner in the back to help with the cleanup. The Hawks do catch another giant bomb and I think 1 Wizard Tower shot or something. But still, they are healthy enough to wrap around this base. And yeah, take care of the cleanup with the Wizards, Goblins. And the 1 miner in there, so great job to Jason. Then we've got base number 20 where we have got York coming in. York also dropping the 6-pack inside this war. I already said that in the last video. Great job to York, of course, attacking a base that is named AA, so coincidence. This one a cleanup of, I don't know who, but I saw this attempted a couple times and I guess York finally figured it out. The Queen almost dies here, but so gutsy. He does not drop a rage spell yet. He's gonna drop it soon, of course, for the enemy DK. And then 2 more Archer Towers that are going to lock onto his Queen here. Thankfully the Queen takes out 1 of these Archer Towers before the enemy King engages. Although he's only level 35, those Kings do quite a lot of damage, so definitely nice to get 1 point defense down before the King actually does lock on. Dragon gets taken out, the Witch is nicely in the poison spell, so she's not going to be able to do too much here against the queen. And yeah, so that's down. The queen takes out the arch tower, and then she's actually gonna loop left. This was sort of random. The base is symmetrical, of course, so very tough to predict, but sometimes she was going left, sometimes she was going right. But anyways, kill squad comes in, the king also going in there, the giants tanking for the single targeting Inferno Tower. The healers did not switch, okay, so the giants actually all died. Double giant bomb with the single Inferno Tower, but only the king triggered that, so no worries whatsoever. And then I wonder, is there gonna be another double giant bomb with the other Inferno? Most likely for symmetry, I guess. Heal spell goes in, and both, yeah, double giant bomb with that single Inferno, but since that nerf oh so long ago, the double giant bombs of course don't kill hogs anymore. One more heal spell left in the back, which is going to be dropped right there. Poison spell also to deal with the ground skellies. Some more hogs coming in from the bottom. Beautiful hogging here by York. And that's going to seal it. No Suilalo from York. I guess that's why 6-pack. Sometimes he's trying to force the Suilalo, I feel, but that's only my opinion. So yeah, very nice job, and that's the last 10v10 triple for today. We're moving on to 9v9 action, guys, and we have got Swizzle Faux Hizzle coming in with a mass hawk. Some more hawks, guys, would you know it, but this time Eternal 9. Preempt poison spell, Clan Castle Golem, Queen going in, King going in, and some Valkyries. He also has those. Sends them in there pretty much once the baby dragon is under control. And the troops are making their way in. King doing work, and he gets so much value here at the top. Take a look, guys. Both expos, the enemy queen, bomb tower, clan castle, all that good stuff. So nothing gonna be able to stop his hawk assault on the space with 32 hoggies. Interesting giant bomb location there. If this hadn't been a fresh hit, he would have probably pre-triggered that, but of course since it's a fresh hit he didn't know, so yeah, able to deal with that easily with the 4 heal spells that he has. This base is absolutely toast. So guys, I'm gonna go to ×4 already, since we have watched a lot of hogs today already. So yeah, nice job to Swizz taking care of this base. Troll Tesla not gonna be able to stop him either. So much cleanup down, the queen doing work, and a swag heal spell and poison spell in the bag. So great job to Swizz on base 27. 3 down, we've got base number 30 and Guapo, who dropped 6-pack inside this war as well, coming in with, would you know what, guys, some more hogs. Hogs are meta at all tunnel levels, but don't worry, the last attack is going to be Lalo again. I already watched that. So yeah, Guap's coming in with the Golem. A couple of wizards behind that, since it's a hound CC. Well, I think it is fresh. Yeah, it's a fresh hit as well. So he didn't know about the CC. So just all those wizards there behind. All that firepower. The queen jumps outside the walls, which would be significant if you were to kill her with the king. But of course, he does the queen for queen trade there behind the golem. So not significant for her to jump the wall. He's going to trade the king for the enemy BK, I guess. Pops the queen ability right there. Gets another cannon for his troubles, as well as a barracks. Alright. And maybe the air defense. Air defense? Yes. Okay, nice. Always good to get some extra defenses down. Trades the enemy king for his king right there. And then a massive hawk spam from the 9 to 7 o'clock side there, I guess you can call it. Spring traps in the middle of the base to be expected, but I don't see any. That's a little bit weird. More hogs coming in at the 11 o'clock location. 3 heal spells left, so this base is absolutely wrecked. Also, great job to Guaps with this triple and with his 6-pack. Yeah, very nice. The ground scale is not able to do enough to stop him. Cleanup happened really fast. He also had a lot of cleanup done. I like these hawk attacks with a lot of cleanup, guys. I think that's a really smart thing to do. Bring more cleanup. Hashtag bring more cleanup in the comments. And yeah, so that's happening. And then we've got, we've got one more attack left. The man, the myth, the TDH for this one with Queen Charge Lalo. And guys, I'll predict some nice swag for this one. Well, I don't predict. I was told, of course. So And TDH is gonna be swagging a Hound for this one. Actually, I'm gonna spoil it for you guys. Yeah, the Queen. He also, of course, always all about these Queen charges. And as you can see, the 4 Wizard Towers in the middle of this space here, some juicy value for his Queen charge whenever he's gonna get her there. Waits really long on the healers to get the ideal angle there on the Queen. Actually, those healers threatening to peel off to the Wizard, well, they did for a second. So he had to drop the Rage Spell a little bit earlier than he would have liked to, ideally. This air defense being walkable, of course, yeah, that's base design OP once again. Air defense gets taken out before the Queen even engages the enemy King. Drops another Rage Spell since he's locked onto 3 point defenses as well as the enemy BK. Fearless Wall Breakers, as always with TDH. Then we've got the BK coming in with the Wizards clearing some... Oops, sorry guys. Clearing some defenses as well as funneling the Queen into the base. 3rd Rage Spell used already on his Queen, the Baby Dragon, the Witch and the Wizards. They all get taken out inside that Rage and Poison Spell combination. The Queen now onto the core, still has 6 Wall Breakers left, so TDH bringing some more Wall Breakers for this one than he usually does. Rages the Wall Breakers, so all the spells at this point have been used on his Queen charge. No spells left for the Lalo. He has cracked open the entire base pretty much though, so his Queen is going to be able to get that awesome value that is going to allow him to pretty much drop his Lalo for cleanup here. The base is pretty much wrecked. The Wizards behind the King, did you see that guys? The Wizards behind the King getting 1 more air defense, and that's probably what led him to swagging the Hound actually. Uses the maxed Hound from the CC and still has his Hound in the back. And is going to be destroying this base, guys. Great job to TDH with the swag Hound in the back. So I think he's got a streak going again. I'm not quite sure, but definitely awesome stuff lately. So yeah, guys, 45 versus 45, 132 stars. We left 3 stars on the board only, actually. So getting closer to the perfect war. New meta OP. 135, of course, the best you can do. Kansha with 121 stars. Not a bad performance, but not quite good enough, of course, to stick up with us inside this war. Only the 4, I believe, yeah, 4 10v10 triples against 12 from us. That's just like, yeah, not gonna work. 3 11v11s, really nice. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. We're all caught up now with the War Whales Wars, which definitely feels good to me. Still gonna have to catch up with Spartan's Legacy. I'll do that as soon as I get the chance. And then we're gonna move on to some interesting videos soon, as I already mentioned. I've got quite some stuff planned on the channel, so stay tuned, guys. 5,000 subscribers really soon. I'm looking forward to it. Whenever we hit it, I'm going to finish my special video that I have planned for you guys. So yeah, should be awesome. Until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out.